Capricorn, hi, welcome back. I'm doing a love reading for you again this week for June the 6th until June 12th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and maybe your Venus signs in Capricorn should you cross-watch. And of course, this is a general love connection reading, so it might not resonate for you, which is absolutely okay. Take the things that are for you today and leave everything else behind. Let's get into your higher vibes. As I've mentioned before with love readings, they don't always relate to romantic love partners. They may relate to friendships or family members or other people in our lives that we have love for. So keep an open mind and an open heart as you watch today for what resonates. If you relate to this reading, please do leave me a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, anything else you want to connect with me on, please leave them down below. I love hearing from you, and I always do my best to get back to everybody, so don't be shy. Wow. Hold on to the cards here. Ellen, come on. All right, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Okay, we got some major arcana coming up here. Overall energy for you though, Two of Swords. We got a decision that needs to be made here. We have something that we are weighing the pros and cons on right now. For them in this connection, 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. This is a person who is looking optimistically into the future. They want that love. They want that lasting love, that sense of family, of purpose, of having a place to invest themselves, to give their passions to. But I think they're also carrying around with them some hurt from their last relationship. They're looking in earnest for like a real love, but they also are feeling some hurt towards it and towards like love in general. Now for you in this connection, we have Temperance, the Eight of Swords, and the Justice card. I think you're also sort of feeling in a similar way, like maybe you've been holding out for a while to, hope the right person comes up and they haven't really been showing for you, and you don't think that that's fair because you're like doing your best to be your most authentic self and showing up all the time in the ways that are, valuable maybe to somebody else. It just doesn't seem to have you moving in any direction, which is really frustrating. But you're trying to be patient. I think you've probably had a lot on your plate recently as well, which is making it hard to focus on feelings and romance. Now, coming into the connection here, it's interesting. Six of Cups, the Death card, and the Page of Pentacles. This is a person that used to be part of your life. I don't think you had a relationship with this person. I think they just used to be kind of an impactful part of your life. And it just like never really seemed to work out for the two of you. The timing was never right for the two of you. And so you continue to move on in your life. So now might be the better timing. And we may be coming into that like, finally, this is the time that's going to work for us. This is going to be able to work out. So let's do some clarifying and see. We'll start with the Two of Swords in this overall energy. Eight of Emotions, Ace of Emotions, and the Muse of Voices. Yeah, this is somebody that you had like moved on from. You like tried to stop thinking about them, tried to stop communicating with them because it was hard. It was frustrating. It was like, we always had this thing for one another, this fire burning for one another, and it never seemed to be the right timing. We were always with other people, or we weren't living close together, or whatever that looks like. And so I just had to remove myself so that I didn't spend my time pining for you. And I think, you both sort of ended up still pining for one another, even at a distance, even not in communication. So if we have the Tower come up today, won't be surprised if this person, comes back into communication with you in a unexpected way. Let's take a look for them at this Five of Cups. The Lovers, the Three of Emotions, and the Sun. Yeah, I think perhaps they're worried about how reintroducing themselves to you will work out. They are coming to you because they have that love, they have that feeling that you are the one for them. They haven't been able to let go of that. When you had connection with one another, they were always very happy. They always wanted to be around you. I would say that you were part of a similar social circle, so you were often in places together at the same time, and they always looked forward to that. They always wanted to talk to you, and I think that went back and forth. And now that you've been separated from one another physically or even just in communication, that they're thinking about you more when they're thinking about the future that they want, or the places where their other relationships have lacked. You always pop up for them as the one that got away, even though you never really had that relationship to begin with. Okay, let's take a look for you. Come on. Okay, let's take a look for you here, Capricorn, at the 8 of Swords. Seven of Inspiration, Six of Emotions coming up again, and the Ace of Voices. Yeah, you've been trying to hold this person at an arm's length. You've been trying not to talk to them because it never seems to be fair to you. You get your hopes up and it never works out. You don't get what you want out of it. And it's always like, maybe one day the timing will be right. That temperance, that patience. But there's going to be a communication here. They're going to come back. They're going to get in touch with you, or you're going to get in touch with them. But I think they're going to get in touch with you because they seem to be coming at this with a lot more kind of open energy, open heart energy. And I think it's going to be a surprise to you. There's going to be fear for you that this might disrupt sort of the protective energy that you've put out around yourself to keep from getting, too invested in this person. Because I think this has been a cycle maybe that has happened more than once. Let's take a look at the Page of Pentacles down here in the connection for the two of you. Ace of Materials, the Emperor, and the Priestess. I think the timing is about to be right here for you, Capricorn. I think you're both coming from a place of better knowing yourselves, of being better established in who you are and what you're doing in life. And you're able both to make a more solid offer to one another. You're able to make an offer that feels like it could be enduring, that is rooted in a place of wanting to move forward in a certain way, and is authentic, is real, is like, now is the time. I think there's going to be a sort of energy of, all or nothing, wherein if you're going to reestablish connection with me, if we're not going to actually have a go at this together for real this time, and not just like flirting and skirting around it when we're around our friends, then I cannot ever speak to you again. I cannot hear from you again. I can't go through this process of feeling like it might happen and then it doesn't anymore. So I think the boundaries are going to be firmer, which is really going to help here. And that comes from better knowing ourselves and our needs. Let's take one last message here. Okay. 8 of Wands. Yeah, we got some communicating to do. The Chariot and the Moon. Yeah, we got to get stuff out on the table here, Capricorn. What needs to happen is a conversation about all the things that have not been said between the two of you to date. That includes the feelings. That includes ways in which you may have hurt one another in the past when things didn't work out. I think there's going to be a real want here to take action, and I think that positive action forward is going to be possible for you here, provided that we have a conversation about what we both want and about the things from our past times in doing this that need to be spoken about. This is like a nice sort of reunion energy here, Capricorn. I think it's going to be scary for you at the onset, but I do believe it's authentic and coming to you in earnest. I hope this was helpful for you today. If it was, please subscribe. Please leave me a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, please leave them down below. I do love hearing from you, and I'll see you back here next week.